Guys, again, welcome back in the last commentary of the Prisoner of Zenda story. I don't know why the last chapter or the last episode of all these stories in this level was sad and did make me feel comfortable. I don't know why. So let's continue. After a while, the we saved the king, the real king, and he take his place. And then Spat and Fritz hid me in the castle of Zenda in the old room, to keep all these secrets. And he say lies and do everything to keep this kind of topic secrets without tell any people about the real thing. If that's mean, I mean, we don't want to. We don't want people to know the real king was as a prisoner, and me, Rodolph, I'm saved the real king. Then Flavia heard about me. I was hurt, so she she refused to stay at Tarlehan home, and she decided to come for the castle of Zenda himself to see me. And when she reached, she asked Fritz to meet me. When I met her, I said she's come to see me again, my little princess. But then Fritz, he say suddenly, or spat, I don't remember, he said, that's not the real king. She looked at him surprisingly, and what do you mean? And looked at me. Why let them say that, Rodolphe? And I tell her, that's true, I'm not the real king. She looked at Fritz. He was silent, and spat, he was silent. Then he looked at me, and for them, and again for me, and I tell her, that's right, I'm not the real king. I'm the real king cousin. So she fall toward me, and I laid her on the floor. Then I went out, and the king thanked me for saving his life, and I take him the king's ring back to him, and the real king realized the ring of the queen was in my hand for Flavia, but he didn't say anything. So then I decided to go for my family again after maybe a year, but Flavia asked Fritz and Spat to meet me again. And they bring her to me to meet together. And she tell me the princess didn't have a choice to love. They have to marry the king. So I'm really sad. I am going to love you until the day I die. And I tell him the same thing. We love each other. And Spat plan for everything successfully, except only thing the Flavia love. You can let the girl quit from her love, because this is not a choice. Okay, then I went to my family again in my town after a lot of time spent in the castle and fighting in a quiet life. Then we lived a quiet life, and we meet with the Fritz and Spat every year in a town near the castle. And they told me about the princess and how she loved me and tell me her news. And every time they come to meet me, they take me the letter with some roses flower from the Flavia, and in the letter written Rodolph, Flavia, always. That means we are always going to love each other with flower. And I send back the same letter and with the same flower, rose red flower to her. Uh, and she asked me in the last letter, are we going to, and I asked myself, are we going to meet each other? And I said, who's no? That's the end of this chapter. I didn't hope to end this chapter or this story like that. If they marry each other, that's going to be better than everyone from them go to different side. But the real king has to accept this idea. His cousin saved his life, so to take him the right thing, he had to let him marry the Flavia, because Flavia already loved Rodolph himself, not the real king. Because in the last chapter I told you, I talked about that. She didn't was loving the king, but when the real king was as a prisoner and Rodolph take him his place, she started to love him, because that means she loved Rodolph himself. So we can't change anything about that. This is a real story, and I think it has a movie, but I searched about it in Cinemana and Cinema Box and didn't find anything. But when I searched about it in the Google uh, application, I saw something, movie, maybe movie or series, I'm not sure about that. It's posted in 1982 or 83, something like that. I'm not sure about that. So this is the end of this story. It was really a great story. But it started when I start watching this kind of story and read all these chapters uh, in the first parts. It was boring and I didn't like it. But when I read it more and more, and after interrupt for a month, after the 5 chapter, and continue after more than the month, and start reading it again, it was really great story. Exactly when the princess entered the to the store, she liked the salt of for the food. Without it, there is no any taste. So that's all. I hope to see you in the fourth story, in the level 5 of Historia. The name of the story, local, I don't remember what's the second word. So thank you for watching me. I'm waiting you for the vocabulary video. After this video, I'm going to discuss on communication with all the new words and their sentence. So that's all. Thank you for watching me. This is Muhammad.